If you are struggling, you're going through something, you're trying to pursue or create something, but you feel like you've hit a brick wall, you don't know what to do, and you have this overwhelming feeling of helplessness, I invite you to try something, and that is to chant Myoho Renge Kyo for at least 2 minutes repetitively, twice a day, one in the morning and one in the evening, for at least 2 weeks. And I promise you, you're going to get the help, the resolution, the answer you are looking for. I share this because September is fast approaching, and September is my anniversary month for this practice. And I have been doing this chant, or I have known this practice for 13 years now. And this is the, I think, Daigo Hanzon. And this is what I wrote September 2011. The reason why I wrote this was because I wanted to remember when it all started for me. I also printed this out because I am not an official member of a Buddhist organization. I also do not claim to be a Buddhist expert. And I know that this might be disrespectful to the certain Buddhist sect or organization for me printing this. I do apologize, but it was very important for me to chant facing something, so I wanted to create my own. But if you do want to have your own Daigo Hanzon, the official one, I strongly endorse approaching the Soka Gakkai International Organization, SGI. You can Google them. They have my genuine, complete endorsement. Long time ago, my learnings about Myoho Renge Kyo was not through anybody or any organization. It was through my own research. I got first introduced to the chant when I was a kid watching Tina Turner's biopic. During that scene where her friend was chanting Myoho Renge Kyo and she was asking help from her friend, and her friend invited her to chant, and since then her life changed for the better. 2011, I was struggling with my plans to go to the States. I really felt that there was no way, to make it happen legally. And I saw my sister's friend post on Facebook, on her Facebook status, Myoho Renge Kyo. And I remembered what that meant. I remembered how if you just chant that, things will work out for you in a miraculous way. And I just want you to know that I am a Catholic. But for some reason, when you pray and you're frustrated, you're willing to try other things. I never gave up my Catholicism. I always felt that it doesn't have to be exclusive. One doesn't have to be, this and the other is that, and you can't combine things. I always believed that you could, whatever works for you, works for you. Whatever works. So I did my own research, and I was able to, it's a good story, I was trying to find the Soka Gakkai in Cebu, and I believe I Googled if there was a place or a temple in Cebu for the Soka Gakkai. I Googled it, it says that there were 2 locations in the Philippines, one in Manila and one in Cebu, but it didn't really give the exact address. And I went to different Chinese temples in Cebu, my city, and I couldn't find one. And I just gave up. I even asked people around, like, hey, do you know this chant? They said no. So I just gave up. And I was talking to one of my best friends in college, and I told her, hey, if you want to, make things come true, do this chant, Myoho Renge Kyo. I promise you, it does help. It's helped me with other stuff. And she was like, hey, that sounds familiar. My dorm mate actually does that chant. And I was like, really? So one of my best friends in college connected me to her dorm mate, and she was like, yeah, she was a member of the Soka Gakkai International. We drove together in my car to their location, to their headquarters in Cebu. I got to join their men's group, share the sharing sessions. I got to chant with them in a group chant, which is such a wonderful feeling. really, when you chant, it really, because it goes fast, it really feels like I was, you know, riding a horse and going real fast and feeling the wind in my hair and my skin, and it just feels so empowering. It builds up courage within you. I don't know how it I kind of do have the esoteric explanation for it, but generally it just gives you this wonderful feeling. And I share this today because I want to pay it forward. Now, do I chant every day since 2011? Of course not. There are days that I don't chant. But then there are days where I'm desperate and I feel like I have hit a wall. I would get back to the chant again. And I would even play with the chant with little things, like when I would play mahjong. Well, last July I was playing mahjong with my cousins, and I remember I didn't really enjoy, I don't really enjoy playing mahjong. I found it boring and too slow, and that I would win that often. I wouldn't play that well. So when I was playing with my cousins, because they would ask me, "Come on, Daniel, come on, let's play mahjong," because they really wanted to play. So I said, "Okay, fine." And as I sat down, I would chant in my head, Myoho Renge Kyo, let's just see. And yep, I was winning. And not only that, there was a session the following day where I predicted accurately who was gonna win on the next coming games until we stopped playing. And I'm just like, wow, that was scary. And even for them, they were psyched. But of course, I didn't tell them that I was chanting. But if you're watching right now, that's what I did. Another spooky, miraculous thing too was I got to win an iPhone 16s. But this was a long time ago, 2012 to be exact. I'm going to share that story in another video because I really like that story. But I want to close this video by just saying that please do give it a try if you're curious. If you're not and you've listened this far, if you watched this far, thank you so much. I appreciate your attention. And who knows, this might come back to you. You might hear the chant down the road and you'd think of me because you've heard it from this video. And if you think this might help someone, please do. But if not, then that's okay. And remember, you don't have to believe in anything. If you chant, you have to chant it out loud. You have to say it. You have to, enunciate it, and not just in your mind, because you need that vibration going on. So, just to close this video up, if you like the vibe of this video, if you find my videos or this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more. Please comment down below if you've got any questions, or if you want to share any corrections about what I've shared, or if you've had any experience with doing the chant. I would love to hear it. But I promise you, it's going to change your life, because it has changed mine. From the Philippines, from Cebu, here I am living in New York City for over 3 years now, with my green card, of course, and every other thing that I've wished for. And I've also, before moving to the States, have lived in London for 4.5 years, and that wasn't even a part of the plan. It was so much better because I got to travel around Europe. So that's this video. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time. Do it.